What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS on a Wednesday morning. I am so excited to be getting into today's selection as we take a look at the first track that we're going to be checking out from the brand new Bella Shmurda album. This is a very highly anticipated project, lots of excitement around this one landing, and we're going to be checking out one of the visualizers, which is hopefully going to be a banger. Alongside Simi, it goes by the name Lose It. Now, Simi, I'm a massive fan of. I love what Bella Shmurda's doing, so hopefully this should be a link up that the pair of them come together on, and it provides some absolute magic. As always, friends, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. The channel is growing at a ridiculously rapid rate, and I cannot thank you all enough, so please do keep subscribing. And without further ado, let's jump right into this one. Let's go. The visualizer already looks fun. Lift keys on production.
Got me feeling very bad, man, on duty. I used to be loyal to my duty. Fine girl, bad girl, she a guilty. Got me feeling if your love is a crime, you for don't jail me for life.
The mad thing about this is, this as a sort of Sonic showcase, this really reminds me of a lot of the stuff that was going on in the UK in sort of like 2018, 2019. It has that kind of notes, kind of Young Bane-esque arrangement sort of style, with the sort of marimba steel drums kind of going in there, giving it this kind of almost colourful chord texture. Even the flow that Bella's coming with from the off seems to represent a lot of what was going on in the UK at that time. Be interesting to see where his influences come from in regards to this tune. I'm liking how it sounds though. It has a real kind of throwback feel for me.
Everything where you talking a lie. My baby, oh, you lose. You just say why me. You just say confuse me. You just say tell me, oh baby, oh, you lose. You just say why me. You just say confuse me.
This is catchy, man.
You just say tell me, natural causing disaster.
There's something very naturally catchy about Bella Shmurda's voice as well. He has this ability to kind of appear on tunes like this and just kind of let that unique tonality flood forward. He covers a lot of ground sonically, and it's a really cool thing to hear, because you just hear his vocal filling up the sort of mid and high range of the line, and then he starts putting overdubs over the top of it as well. Really good use of rhythm as well, finding those pockets, finding those intricacies, and this is catchy. This is really catchy, despite it having that kind of, I want to say, London-esque feel in 2018, 2019. This does have a really enjoyable feel about it.
Nintendo no go telemundo. Atarodo baby commando. Boy flamingo. Mami mindu wafe mama tonjo. Nintendo no go telemundo. Atarodo baby commando. Shmurda no we know different. I can show you what I mean tonight.
How is Simi able to do this? How is she able to appear on tunes with this level of, I don't know how she does it. She's similar to Bella, actually. She is very, not reliant, but I want to say kind of her performances are always boosted by the unique factor of her vocal. And the way that she just kind of sneaks onto tunes with this smoky kind of vocal that just slides all around the mix, it's mad. Her impact on tunes is always really cool. I feel her album was really slept on, if I'm honest with you. But let's listen to these angelic tones. Let's see how they sound. Lots of cool stuff going on in the low end as well. There's so much cool stuff going on in the low end, which is really difficult to kind of ignore. When you listen, you've got these kind of subtle 808 kind of pinches and pulses doing a lot in regards to just kind of keeping that low end moving. You then couple that up with the kind of percussive elements that are really taking a hold as well. You've got, again, that sort of, there's like a combination of percussive and 808 instrumentation all going on in the low end, and that's giving the whole thing this kind of almost tribal bounce. And then over the top of that, you have those pure angelic vocals from Simi, just kind of describing situations and stuff, and it works so well, hearing those two very kind of polar opposite factors at work. The low-ended pulses and the high-ended angelicism of Simi's vocals. What a cool combination to hear. Those backing vocals and harmonies we're getting from Simi as well as Bella on this are doing an absolute ton. I love their synergy, and I love the back and forth we're actually hearing on this as a record. The fact they're able to intertwine those vocals so much, and I suppose give the whole thing this sense of kind of majesty. It definitely feels like there's a storyline going on within the tune. The visualizer itself is quite playful, but again, it's a club tune. It definitely is a club tune. It's a tune for the clubs, and I like the fact that we do get to hear both of them moving their vocals next to each other rather than it just being a sort of record feature, vocal feature, done. I much prefer it when vocals are intertwined like this, and this works really nicely, man. I'm very much enjoying this.
Nintendo no go telemundo Atarodo baby commando Boya flamingo Nintendo no go telemundo.
It's really cool hearing those steel pan chords as well. And there we go, Bella Shmurda alongside Simi with Lose It. Very cool tune indeed, and a great way to kickstart our journey into this album project so far. I'm a big fan of what Bella Shmurda's been doing. Newborn Fella was an absolute anthem, and that is one of the tracks that is featured on here. There's also a collaboration with Popcorn on there, and a couple of other collabs as well that we have seen before. But overall, I really like this as an arrangement. It's short and sweet, 2 minutes 36, real cool use of those steel pan drums. Again, very reminiscent of what we were hearing in the UK, and I want to say sort of 2018, 2019, maybe even 2017, but this was kind of like a wave that sort of notes Young Bane, trying to think of the other people, Rems as well. It was just this overarching feel. J Hus as well was sort of on that wave as well. Just this kind of almost kind of metallicized version of a lot of these Afrobeats themes, and I think this works quite nicely and kind of throwing back to that sound very, very well. Again, a lot of cool stuff going on in the low end, combinations of 808s and percussive direction, but also you do get to hear a beautiful synergy between Bella Shmurda's vocal, which is very unique, very kind of tonally individualized, and then you also hear the same thing from Simi. So a lot of unique elements going on, all kind of mixing in and around that metallicized backdrop. It works really nicely, and this is one that I did genuinely very much enjoy, and I'm looking forward to checking out the rest of the album. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section down below. Is this a cool collaboration to have on this album? Who else would you like to see Bella collaborating with that you didn't see on the album, and how are you finding the album so far? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below, and as always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. Man, they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.